Sound. Numericals on frequency, amplitude and speed. Quick revision of characteristics of the sound wave. Amplitude, wavelength, distance. Characteristics of a sound wave. You know that sound waves are longitudinal waves. This means the particles of the medium oscillate or move back and forth parallel to the direction of the wave. Sound waves. The regions where the particles are all bunched up are called compressions. The regions where the particles are spread out are called rarefactions. Compressions are regions of high pressure. Rarefactions are regions of low pressure. When we represent a sound wave graphically, compression is shown by a peak or upper portion of a curve, and rarefaction is shown by a valley or lower portion of a curve. The amplitude of a wave is the maximum distance that the particle travels from its mean position. It is denoted by A. The SI unit of measuring distance is meter. The wavelength is the distance between two consecutive crests or troughs. It is denoted by lambda. The SI unit of measuring distance is meter. The frequency is the number of waves that pass a point in 1 second. It is denoted by V, Greek letter Nu. The SI unit of frequency is Hertz, Hz. When the frequency of sound is more, the pitch is higher. How long one wave takes to complete is known as the time period T. T is equal to 1 upon V. The SI unit of time is a second. V and T are reciprocals of each other. Let's do this. Try to answer question 1 from the second set of the in-text questions on page 166. Question 1. What are wavelength, frequency, time period and amplitude of a sound wave? Wavelength is the distance between two consecutive crests or two consecutive troughs. It is denoted by lambda and measured in meters. The number of such oscillations per unit time is the frequency of the sound wave. The unit of frequency is Hertz and is denoted by Hz. The time required to produce one complete wave of sound is called time period. It is denoted by T and measured in seconds. The maximum displacement of a particle in a wave from its mean position is called amplitude. It is denoted by A and is measured in meters. Let's do this. Try to answer question 5 on page 174. Question 5. Which characteristic of sound helps you to identify your friend by his voice while sitting with others in a dark room? The timbre of the sound helps you to identify your friend by his voice while sitting with others in a dark room. We have learnt that sound waves travel through a given medium which has particles that can vibrate. If they travel, then they must have some speed. How do we find out the speed of sound? We know how much sound travels in one wave through the wavelength. Frequency tells us how many sound waves pass through a point in 1 second. Therefore, speed is equal to wavelength into frequency. Therefore, speed is equal to lambda into V. We can also find the formula of speed of sound by the usual formula. Speed is equal to distance upon time. Distance is equal to lambda. Time is equal to T. Therefore, speed is equal to lambda upon T. But T is equal to 1 upon V. Therefore, speed is equal to lambda into V. Let's do this. Try to answer question 2 from the second set of the in-text questions on page 166. Question 2. How are the wavelength and frequency of a sound wave related to its speed? The relation between frequency and wavelength of sound wave is given as speed V is equal to wavelength into frequency. Therefore, V is equal to lambda into frequency. Let's do this. Let us try to understand solved example 12.1 on page 166. Sound numericals. What do you have to do? Find out the travel time. What is given to you? Frequency, wavelength, distance to cover. How can you do it? Speed is equal to lambda into frequency. Get all units to the SI system and solve. When speed is equal to lambda into v, time is equal to distance upon speed. Let's do this. Try to answer question 3 from the second set of the in-text questions on page 166. Page 166, question 3. What do you have to do? Find out the wavelength lambda. What is given to you? Frequency and speed. How can you do it? Speed is equal to lambda into frequency. Get all units to the SI system and solve. We are given frequency is equal to 220 Hz, speed is equal to 440 meters per second. We have to find lambda. All units are in the SI form. Now, speed is equal to lambda into frequency. Therefore, 440 is equal to 220 into lambda. Therefore, lambda is equal to 2 meters. Therefore, the wavelength is 2 meters. Let's do this. Try to answer question 4 from the second set of in-text questions on page 166. Page 166, question 4. What do you have to do? Find out the time interval t. What is given to you? Frequency and distance. How can you do it? Think first. Think first. The time interval between successive compressions is also known as time period t of the wave. So, we have to find out t. We already know the frequency. Now t is equal to 1 upon frequency. So, how can you do it? T is equal to 1 upon frequency. Get all units to the SI system and solve. Distance here is the extra information. We are given frequency is equal to 500 Hz. We have to find the time. All units are in the SI form. Now, t is equal to 1 upon frequency, which is equal to 1 upon 500, which is equal to 2 upon 1000, which is equal to 0.002. Therefore, the time between two successive compressions is 0.002 seconds. Let's do this. Let us try to solve question 7 on page 174. Read the question carefully and try to figure out what to do. Question 7, page 174. Think first. Speed of sound in air is given. Frequency is given. We have to find wavelength. We know that speed of sound is equal to wavelength into frequency. So, we can find lambda. That's all we have to do. We are given speed of sound is equal to 344 meters per second. Frequency 1 is equal to 20 Hz. Frequency 2 is equal to 20 kilohertz, which is equal to 20,000 Hz. We have to find lambda 1 and lambda 2. Speed is equal to lambda into frequency. All units are in SI. Therefore, 344 is equal to frequency 1 into lambda 1. Therefore, 344 is equal to 20 into lambda 1. Therefore, lambda 1 is equal to 17.2 meters. Now, let's go to the next one. Therefore, 344 is equal to frequency 2 into lambda 2. Therefore, 344 is equal to 20,000 into lambda 2. Therefore, lambda 2 is equal to 0.0172 meters. Therefore, the wavelengths are 17.2 meters and 0.0172 meters. Let's do this. Let us try to solve question 9 on page 174. Read the question carefully and try to figure out what to do. Question 9, page 174. Think first. Frequency is given. Number of vibrations per minute are asked. How do we do it? Frequency is vibrations per second. 1 minute has 60 seconds. So, we need to multiply frequency by 60. That's all we have to do. We are given frequency is equal to 100 Hz. We have to find vibrations per minute. All units are in the SI form. Vibrations per minute is equal to frequency into 60, which is equal to 100 into 60, which is equal to 6000. Therefore, the source vibrates 6000 times per minute. Let's do this. Try to answer question 16 on page 174. Question 16. What is loudness of sound? What factors does it depend on? Loudness of sound is a measure of sound that reaches our ear. It depends upon amplitude, intensity of sound, and sensitivity of the ear. Let's do this. Try to answer question 1 from the third set of the in-text questions on page 166. Question 1. Distinguish between loudness and intensity of sound. Loudness, it is the measure of response of our ear to the sound. Intensity, it is the sound energy passed through a given point in a unit time. Loudness, it depends upon both intensity and sensitivity of ear. Intensity, it does not depend upon sensitivity of ear.
If you like our videos, do share them and subscribe to our channel. If you want awesome quizzes, write to us. Keep watching and keep learning with Walnut.